tripping about a lot, I got a gang with me. If you ain't smoking how I smoke, you can't hang with me. Got two backwoods, 8 grand and shit can share with me. And we ain't saying pause, they got a saying no diddy. That nigga 40 and he broke, I don't got no pity. I get to play and dishes to the bro, I feel like Josh Giddy. Fall on the giddy on the court, so if you know, you know. And you can trust a hoe, brody, if she go, she go. I wait till you Marley, bitch, I be ballin' like I'm on the road. Yo, IO podcast in the building. IO podcast in the building. IO Marley and his bitch, formerly known as Mike Marley and his bitch. Yes, sir. The place where all opinions have a voice, man. Back in here to talk my shit. Y'all see me with the shiesty on, so I got some shit to talk, man. I'm feeling spooky. Yeah, I'm in this bitch though, man. In this bitch, I'm always in this bitch solo, man. That shit ain't gonna stop the goal. The goal is to put out content, man. Put my opinion out there. Put my truth out there. Put my info out there. You know what I'm saying? I be wanting motherfuckers to disagree with me because I always got smoke for my arguments. I always got evidence to back my arguments up. Especially some shit I know I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? I always got my arguments ready. Motherfuckers don't like arguing with Mike. You know what I'm saying? Niggas do not like arguing with Mike. Cause I'm the type of debater, nigga, I challenge everything niggas say. If I hear some shit that sound dumb or sound some shit that I don't agree with, but I'm gonna challenge you. I'm gonna ask for opinion. No, I'm gonna ask for facts to back up that opinion. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna just sit there. I'm not gonna just sit there and just take it for your word. Like hell nah. If we talking about other motherfuckers' profession, nigga, I need facts, nigga, and I'm gonna challenge the shit you say. And I'm gonna constantly challenge the shit you say. If you constantly say shit I don't agree with or shit that's just plain out not true. And motherfuckers don't be liking that shit. Motherfuckers will sit there and tell you trying to be right. You saying shit trying to be right. Motherfuckers will say, motherfuckers' favorite phrase is when you cooking their ass, oh, did I say that? Oh, I didn't say that. Oh, you putting words in my mouth. Like, nah. It's a lot of niggas that I argue with, they don't know what the word insinuation means. When you say something, a lot of times you insinuating another thing. You know what I'm saying? And niggas be quick to be like, oh, did I say that? Oh, no, I didn't say that. Nah, but the word that you chose for that particular topic, you're insinuating something else. But niggas don't be understanding that. That's why when I love having debates with niggas. Debating is my favorite shit to do. Niggas be cooked when it comes to a debate with me. On my mama. I be wanting to argue with niggas that really know how to debate. Shit. I'm still waiting on the day I get cooked on my stream. I still ain't nobody cooked me on my stream yet. So I'm still waiting on it. It don't matter what the topic is. Shit, I'm still waiting on that shit. But shit, yeah, my favorite debate topic is basketball. You can see that shit. That's the best shit I can debate on because that's the shit I know how to study. That's the shit I know how to research. That's the topic that I feel like I got the most knowledge on in terms of the sport. So shit, I love debating the motherfucking basketball because niggas be so wrong. Niggas be so wrong. Niggas don't even be knowing they be wrong. But niggas just be so wrong. And I never argue off my feelings or I don't really argue off my opinion mostly. I argue off straight facts. It'd be funny, motherfuckers would be like, I'm trying to be right. Like, nah, dude, history says I'm right. I'm not just saying this shit just because history is saying I'm right. But that just come from debating with people that don't know how to debate properly. Those be the worst debates because you get moving the goalposts, you get other people brought into the topic, get other topics brought into the topic that don't got nothing to do with what we talking about. It'd be hard as fuck to argue with a motherfucker that don't know how to debate. Shit. But when you get the motherfuckers that do know how to debate, that's where you get the best content. That's where you get the best conversations. That's where motherfuckers' opinions really come in. That's where your opinion really is used. When you factual about a topic, and then your opinion can come in from there. I always use facts to support opinion. I don't just formulate an opinion off a feeling. I understand that an opinion is supposed to be off a feeling, but logically that just don't make sense to me. If I'm having a grown man conversation, if I'm having a logical conversation with somebody, like a grown person, no matter who it is, like I'm not gonna just go off my feelings to drive my points. I'm not gonna go off my feelings to drive my opinions. Logically, that just don't make sense to me. If we talking, I want to hear what's real. I don't want to hear how people feel unless I ask. If I ask how you feel, that's a whole different question. I'm asking what it is for what it is. I'm not asking how you feel. If I ask how you feel, then you answer with how you feel. But people always just want to integrate their feelings into something. Like nobody asks. Like if somebody asks you, yeah, but you know what I'm saying? Nobody fucking asks. But people love to just bring other shit into the conversation that don't got nothing to do with what we talking about. Like, why even debate if you can't even stay on a debate topic? That'd be the crazy shit to me. Like the constant moving the goalpost. And some people don't even know what that term means. So that's another thing. Some people don't even be knowing what that term means. But moving the goalpost, that shit. That's like the nastiest shit in the debate. That shit be making me so upset. Like, can we stay on topic, please? Please. I mean, I beg of you. Can we stay where we at? Like the goalpost is here. Why are you moving it all the way over here? Like and so on. Like, you know what I'm saying? Where I don't had conversations. We talking about role players in terms of basketball. We can be talking about Tyrese Maxey and Damian Lillard. In some way, somehow, depending on who I'm talking to, some way, somehow, LeBron James will creep into that conversation. I'd be sitting there confused. I'd be like, ain't we talking about two point guards right now? Well, first of all, ain't we talking about players that's not even on that GOAT level? Why is LeBron James being brought into that conversation? Like that is an interesting thing with LeBron. Like that motherfucker is hated so much. He get brought into conversations that don't have nothing to do with him. It be times I don't heard motherfuckers bringing LeBron into a conversation. We're not even talking about basketball. Like that niggas don't even do that to Michael Jordan. It be some man. The hate for LeBron James is just that shit is sick. Like the hate for LeBron James, that's just a different level. Like you hate a nigga so much that you hate his son. You hate his son. You're probably gonna hate his other son if that nigga get into the league. Shit, you probably hate his daughter if his daughter decided to play basketball and she got into the WNBA. You probably hate her. And LeBron ain't never played a minute of WNBA basketball. It's like the hate for LeBron James to protect Michael Jordan. Like that's really the problem. Like, and it goes both ways. It's like the hate for Michael Jordan to protect LeBron James. And it's like I understand picking a side. I understand being on a team. I understand following with who you like. But damn, it's like why you can't just like him and just go on with your life? Like why do you gotta shit on the next 10 niggas just because you like this nigga more? Like and it's mostly men that do that shit. Like that's like, in my opinion, that's a woman trait. That's what women do. Women is supposed to like one nigga and shit on all of the rest of the niggas. That's what women do. Like if you a fan of basketball, bro, you going like Mike, you going like LeBron, you going like Kobe, you going like Shaq, Tim Duncan, Wilt Chamberlain, Bill Russell, Jerry West, and so on, bro. Like if you like basketball, you're not just going just pivots to just one player and be like, oh, everybody else is trash. Oh, he's not him. Oh, he's not him. Everybody else is trash. Then it's like you can't call yourself a fan of basketball. Just call yourself a fan of that person. You shouldn't speak on any other player. You shouldn't speak on no other terms of basketball. You should just speak on what that player is doing, what that player has done. If you're not going to show love to all of the rest of the players, because what the fuck is the point? Because even no matter how great a one player is, nigga, he still need the other 12 niggas that on the team, the other 12 to 13 niggas on the team, the niggas that get minutes, the other, you know what I'm saying? Like ain't a single player in history that did it by themselves. You can argue, you know what I'm saying, some great years that niggas took, you know what I'm saying, kind of subpar teams or lower level teams to a championship. It's a bunch of years. You got Tim Duncan in '03. You know what I'm saying? He arguably did something similar to what LeBron James did, but nobody gives him that credit because of the Spurs dynasty and a great coaching staff and stuff like that. Not knowing that Manu Ginobili and Tony Parker were nowhere close to the players that they ended up becoming, and David Robinson was pretty much out the door. What, David Robinson played 1 year after that, or I think he retired after that season, if I'm not mistaken. Or yeah, so that's all I'm saying. Nobody gives Tim Duncan that respect. All I'm saying is niggas forget about everybody else when they like one player, and that's fine. But that don't mean you got to call everybody trash. That don't mean you got to discredit everything they did when they was playing. That's the part that I don't like, and that's the part that I think the players don't like too. It's like, why you can't like who you like and just that be it? Why you gotta like them and shit on me? That's the problem. Shit, and I agree. Shit, I feel the same way about my podcast. It's like shit. Why motherfuckers can't just like other people podcast? Why they gotta call? Why would they call my shit trash? Because I ain't doing what them do. What they doing? Why you can't just like them and go on with your life? Why you gotta target me? What did I do so wrong for not being them? That's really the problem with that's the argument for LeBron. It's like, what did LeBron James do so wrong not being Michael Jordan? Is it because he wore the number 23? He had the chosen one tattoo on his back and he came in confident as an 18-year-old kid? Is it because he was arrogant and confident and he believed in himself and it worked out for the most part? He overachieved. He far surpassed his hype, far surpassed his expectations. But just because he didn't do exactly how Michael Jordan did it, we gotta hate him, his kids, his wife, every move he made. We gotta call him the GM. We gotta make it seem like he doing everything that goes wrong on a team that he's on. We gotta make it seem like it's his fault. That shit lame as hell.
Good, my boy.
Shit, what's the word, Timbo, man? I'm sitting here talking my shit, man.
What happened?
No, 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 it's just rambling, just talking that talk. You know what I'm saying? What's the word though, man? How you living?
Shit, it's alright.
What you got for me? You got something for me? What you talking about today?
Shit, man. I don't know. Who would you rather see in the finals?
Out of who?
Shit, just who would you rather see? Cavs OKC, or you was like to see LeBron capture his fifth, or would you like to see Celtics become a dynasty? Would you like to see the Cavs
Well,
capture a title while LeBron, which would be crazy, but I don't think it'd be that crazy.
a part of me, man, a part of me don't want to see that the Lakers get another one because then no matter what the fuck happens, niggas are gonna try to act like Oh, it was all LeBron. Niggas gonna try to give LeBron James all of the credit, and it don't matter what happened. They gonna leave all the context out, and then they gonna try to act like, oh, him winning the ring at this age, oh, that just pushes him over Michael Jordan and all this other shit. And I'm gonna have to hear all of that bullshit. And I'm not gonna want to hear all that. So I'm not. I'm hoping the Lakers do win, but I'm hoping they don't win at the same time. I would like to see them win. I would like to see Luka Doncic and them get a championship. But I don't want the narrative is gonna be disgusting. I don't want to hear that shit. What you think?
Shit. I mean, the narratives is gonna be crazy, but I feel like as the media, man, we gotta like just the first player you should acknowledge in the Lakers is Luka because this since LeBron got injured, it's gonna be Luka that's gonna be carrying them now. So not
Yeah,
even necessarily carrying them because like they forgetting they got Austin Reeves. He's still a good player. He can give you points. He can give you production. But this, I don't know. This LeBron. I hope that LeBron shit don't get crazy as usual because he's not even the best player on the team. Like,
yeah, that shit. I feel like everybody know that at this point. Shit, they should. Luka get
like,
his legs back under him. Shit.
and Luca not even playing healthy. So people got to take that in consideration. That
Nah, he
nigga
getting
playing.
back right though. He's getting back right.
Yeah, you can see it too.
His shot started to fall. You know what I'm saying? He's still doing everything he was already doing when he first got there.
He,
Yeah, man. Shit. But man, shit. How was your weekend though, man? How was everybody weekend though, man? Shit. Hope everybody had a great one. How was yours, man?
it was violent.
Shit. Got a chance to watch UFC, man, this weekend. There's a lot of great shit that happened during that card, at least to me.
Hmm.
Tell you gotta watch out for this new book young nigga, man. Called Mauricio Rufy.
Mauricio
That
Rufy.
motherfucker just had one of the coldest knockouts in UFC history. And he did it to my nigga Bobby Green, man.
Bobby
Bobby,
Green.
yeah, Bobby Green been getting fucked up lately, man.
No, that's all. That's all. I remember that's all you used to talk about was Bobby Green.
Yeah, that's my nigga. He been getting fucked up lately. But it was a bro. He hit that nigga with a spinning wheel kick, bro. Like he caught him clean. Like he type faked the punch. He feinted the punch and then went into the spinning kick and caught that nigga Bobby clean. Caught that nigga completely on guard. But I'm sitting there watching this shit like this. And then when it happened, I'm just like, I was like, yo, I couldn't fucking believe it. And I bet on that shit too. I bet on Rufy to win. I knew he was gonna beat Bobby because Bobby he just got fucked up by Moicano. Then he got fucked up by not Moicano. He just got fucked up by Jalen Turner, and he just got fucked up by Patty Pimblett. So
Oh, so he
yeah,
been taking L's for a little bit now.
I mean the nigga had like that was like his 55th fight. Like the nigga he 32-17. That motherfucker got a lot of fights. Like
Oh, nah, that's a crazy record.
that's what I'm saying. Like that's a crazy record. Like I ain't even like his losses at this point don't even really matter. It's like once you crack 30 wins, losses don't even matter at that point. Like, cause you already done fought all over the world. That nigga fought in King of the Cage. He fought in Strike Force, or fought in. He been fighting in the UFC since like 2010, I believe,
Oh,
or
so over a decade.
2012.
Over a decade.
Yeah, like he been fighting in the UFC since like 2012, I think. That nigga been fighting in the UFC for mad long, but shit. That new young nigga Mauricio Rufy, his striking is so crisp. He kind of looked like an old Connor, bro. Like the way his stance is, the way how sharp his punches is, his technique with his kicks.
Mhm.
He kind of looked like the old Connor a little bit.
The old Connor.
Yeah, a little bit. He looked like he a little bigger though.
What weight class is this?
It's light. He fought in lightweight,
Okay.
but he looked a little bigger though. I will say that.
Yo, I forgot to ask you this.
What's up?
How do you feel about Izzy last fight that he just lost recently?
He got caught. It was that simple to me.
Yeah, you said he got caught, right?
Hell yeah, he got caught, and it's like he getting older. He getting older, and then Nasruddin Imavov is on a tear. He's on the making his way up in the rankings, about to get a title shot. Shit, it's bound to happen, man. Shit. Once niggas lose that belt and they just lose whatever hunger that they had that kept them on top. Once they lose that in MMA, it'd be over, bro. Like
Yeah.
unless in maybe his next couple of fights he just do something so astonishing that he got to get back in the title picture. But I don't know, man. He had his first non-title fight in all these years and he lost. So I kind of put him down more in the rankings.
As like mid tier.
Unless they do a fight between him and Strickland again. But I mean, it's up for grabs though. Once Hamza get in there, 'cause I think Hamza he might fuck around and do something. We gonna see.
Yeah. Say hi, fat.
Hey, little lady, what's going on?
Huh?
When I call you, that's then you can come get.
Boy, getting turned up on. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a good card though, man. The Bobby Green fight was a pretty good fight. Mhm. Who else was on that card?
Mhm. You said
Oh, give me 1 second, bro. Oh yeah. So Justin Gaethje he fought Rafael Fiziev again, and them motherfuckers was going at it. I wasn't really too interested in seeing that fight again, but Justin Gaethje, that motherfucker, he's so slick with that uppercut. Like that motherfucker, he know how to land the uppercut, bro. Like he catch motherfuckers on the counter, he catch them on the weave. Like that motherfucker is so slick with that uppercut. Like he definitely got one of the nastiest uppercuts in the whole MMA for sure.
yeah, that's my favorite fighter.
Like his chin still holding up though. His chin, he took a lot of shots from Vazeev. His chin was still holding up. So yeah, he beats Vazeev, but I wanted to see him fight Dan Hooker. That's the fight that I wanted to see. They should try to make that fight again. Cause
A
Dan
Dan
Hooker,
Hooker fight.
yeah, Dan Hooker had to pull out because he broke his hand.
Mm.
Like that nigga was on camera. He showed both of his hands. Boy, you could see like this hand was just mad puffy and big. I was like, oh shit. I was like, yeah, if I was him, I wouldn't fight with that hand either. That motherfucker's hand was all fucked up. I was like, shit. But nah, him and Dan, bro, because Justin and Dan was no, not Justin, Dustin Poirier and Dan Hooker. That was one of the craziest fights in that division. So I know him and Justin Gaethje, that shit was gonna be crazy. I can't wait to see them niggas fight. They gotta try to make that.
Let me get stepped on my stepdad. No.
Ain't that
Shit.
nigga trying to fight? Ain't that nigga trying to fight for a belt?
Yeah, but he'll have to fight Armin Sarukian, I think.
Man, I don't know what it is, bro. It seems like every time he fight for a belt, he gets so close.
For what?
I mean, it was the same shit with him and Dustin Poirier. Both times that they got the title shot, they got submitted
Right though.
by the same two niggas, Charles Oliveira and Khabib. Well, yeah, Khabib Nurmagomedov.
That's cool.
No, here.
They both submitted both of them niggas.
Yeah, but it's invisible, so you cannot see it.
So it's like shit. And then another elite grappler is the title holder. I don't see Justin Gaethje beating Islam. I don't.
Stop flipping on that red.
Yeah, it's over. He just I don't know, bro. Like he like more of like
I don't think Justin Gaethje is gonna become a champion, bro.
in his career, right? That's my favorite.
Like a
fighter.
real like he. I mean, he became the BMF champion and an interim champion, but I mean like the undisputed champion. I don't think he's gonna become that. It's not looking likely at this point in his career. Because who got the belt, and then he already number 3 in the division. He can't keep fighting the same two niggas because he already lost to Charles Oliveira. And then I guess he would have to fight Armin Saruki and see how that goes. So I don't know. The road for him to get the belt, that shit hard as fuck for him right now. I will say that.
Shit, if he get through this road, he definitely will be classified as that. No funny shit.
Oh yeah, he'd be one of the best fighters of the lightweight division. That's all he need. That's all he need is the undisputed title.
Just once, right? And
Yeah.
Yeah. I wouldn't be mad at that.
Even if he didn't defend it, all he need is just that he need that shit on his resume.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm rooting for him, but it's highly unlikely, bro. You know what I'm saying? He lost to Max Holloway. Max Holloway came up from featherweight. Now you got him in there. Now you got Ilya Taporia. He making his way up into the lightweight division. So now you got to worry about him. So it's not an easy road for Justin Gaethje. I would say that.
That shit is crazy how he lost to Max Holloway. He probably wasn't thinking he was gonna lose to that nigga.
Bro, I'm telling you, I was sitting there watching it, bro. When he landed that spinning back kick to his face and broke his nose in the beginning in the first round, at the end of the first round, I said from there, I was like, Max Holloway's gonna win this fight. I was like, Justin Gaethje is compromised from now on, and Max Holloway's cardio is one of the best in the whole entire MMA. So with them two factors, I was just sitting there watching. I was like, and then what I thought was gonna happen came true. He started whooping his ass for the next 4 rounds. So he was still putting up a good fight, but he was losing those rounds.
So for I'm looking at this nigga record, right?
Mm-hmm.
This nigga, this nigga, so them title fights that he had, you said those the BMF and the interim?
Yeah, the ones that he won. Yeah.
So Tony Ferguson had to be an interim.
Yeah, they know what wait, was he interim? Did he no. That fight was for a belt.
Yeah.
You know what? I think they did fight for the interim championship. They did.
Bro.
Because Tony Ferguson was the interim champion. Because I think he beat Anthony Pettis, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, mute yourself, bro. If I'm not mistaken, I think Tony Ferguson, I think he beat Anthony Pettis to become the interim champion, if I'm not mistaken. Or was it Kevin Lee? Yeah, it was Kevin Lee. Tony. And I think he's still trying to fight. Tony Ferguson. Oh man. That's one motherfucker I pleaded for that motherfucker. Just please do not fight no more, bro. It's 8 straight is just that shit is just diabolical, bro. Like I ain't never seen nobody in no combat sport lose 8 straight fights. Like somebody of that was on championship caliber, championship level on that trajectory for him to go from what 11 straight wins to 8 straight losses, like that shit is just crazy. Like he was dominating the UFC, dominating the UFC. I don't know how he didn't become a champion. I don't know how he didn't become undisputed. But it's like I heard that nigga say that he was trying to get hit. He wanted to feel pain in that Justin Gaethje fight, but man, you was on top of the world, bro. Like his grappling and jiu-jitsu was so good that he opposed a big threat to Habib Nurmagomedov in that division at the time. Because his striking was so good. He had damn near every technique in the book. Like he easily could have became undisputed champion. He didn't get a chance to get his fight against Habib. Took that fight against Justin, and then career just went downhill from there.
What if he'd what if he'd fought the way he fought, like the road that he was taking? You think he'd have been regarded like the best ever type shit?
If he kept winning and he got the belt and defended that bitch,
I'm
if we
talking like
talking,
better than John Jones too.
oh, better than John Jones, no, I wouldn't say that. But it's like him in that lightweight division. I don't know if he went on like a 15, 16 fight winning streak along with winning the belt and defending it. I don't know. He could have, but it's a little different. Like because John Jones, he got the long winning streak along with the 16 title defenses. You know what I'm saying? Or is it 17 now? No matter the number, but he got a crazy number of title defenses. I think Demetrius Johnson, he got 11 title defenses. You know what I'm saying? Like them title defenses is was real because it's like when you the champ, you fighting the best of the best. It's like fuck the rankings. Like yeah, you might not fight the number one ranked nigga every fucking time, but for the most part, they gonna make fights with everybody throughout that top 10. They gonna make the right fights to try to get that belt up off you. Because at some point, yeah, the UFC gonna throw motherfuckers at you to try to get that belt up off you. Shit, in my opinion, it was similar to what just happened to Alex Pereira. We're gonna get to Alex Pereira, like the real talk about Alex Pereira that I wanted to get into. But in my opinion, shit, the motherfucking UFC was just throwing that motherfucker strikers that didn't have much grappling experience that wouldn't take the time to sit a Alex Pereira ass up against the cage and force his ass to try to use his grappling when he couldn't. Alex Pereira was fighting strikers. He's a striker. I understand what they was doing. Shit, they made that motherfucker a superstar. But at some point, it was gonna be a nigga that was so well rounded, i.e., Magomed Ankalaev. It was gonna be a nigga that was so well rounded. It don't matter what this nigga punching power is like. It don't matter what this nigga striking is like overall. And then, in my opinion, watching that fight, it was moments in that fight to where, as an MMA striker, if we talking champion level strikers in MMA, he looked amateur in some moments of those fights. Just like Ankalaev looked so he looks so much more skilled. He looks so much more high level in that fight in a lot of different areas. It's like, yeah, like Alex Pereira, his power was still a factor. His leg kicks were still a factor. But it's like, I don't know, like he looked very amateur in a lot of different moments and a lot of different exchanges in that fight. Like Ankalaev, in my opinion, he really fought the a perfect fight, fighting a nigga that got thunder in his hands and just main game and striking. It's like he applied so much pressure to him. He even though Alex Pereira stuffed the takedowns, he stuffed all his takedowns. He couldn't take Alex Pereira down though. That was the one thing I noticed in that fight. I was like, that's good shit for Alex because that's gonna make him dangerous in a lot of other fights. Because his defensive wrestling looks pretty good. It's his offensive wrestling. Well, his defensive wrestling in terms of not getting took down because he couldn't really do shit once he got up against that cage. But the fact that he couldn't get took down, that's just gonna make Alex Pereira even more dangerous in the future if he wants to keep fighting. And it's like I seen motherfuckers, the MMA gurus. How it's so funny. That name is a little funny. Shout out to him though. MMA guru, but not an MMA fighter. That really is funny. That's like me calling myself the basketball guru, but I ain't never played a game of NBA basketball. The NBA guru. Now I see what niggas be talking about. That is a little crazy. But MMA guru talking about, oh, UFC just gave the belt to a nigga that just held somebody up against the cage, or this cowardice and this, that, and the third. I'm like, bro, why is being smart cowardice? Like, why is that being called soft? Like, why is being taking the smart way and taking the higher road and taking the smart approach? Why is that considered soft? Why throw yourself into the fire when you can run in that bitch with a hazmat on? You can run in that bitch with a hazmat suit. Why throw yourself into the fire butt naked, but you can run in there with a hazmat suit? That don't make no damn sense. Why would this nigga stand there and try to kickbox when one of the greatest champions, kickboxing champions of this generation? That wouldn't make no damn sense. It's a fucking MMA fight. That nigga used his striking. He pressured him with his striking, and then he pressured him with the threat of the takedown. That so he was able to get off with his striking. He literally did that the whole fight. And then in I think if I'm not mistaken, round 4, that was the round that he mostly used his grappling and he wrestled Alex Pereira against the cage to where he couldn't really get free. Nigga, that's control. That's winning a fight. Like, that's winning the MMA fight. It's not no damn street fight. Them niggas ain't here to just knock each other heads off. I understand it be fights that niggas just be trying to knock each other head off. I understand that, but my good man was trying to win the fucking title. I'm not shitting on no man for taking a smart approach. This motherfucker got thunder in his hand. This nigga been knocking out damn near everybody he done fought since he came to MMA. In MMA currently, before Ankalaev, nigga, Jan Blachowicz was the only nigga that was able to take that nigga to a decision. He was knocking everybody else out. From Sean Strickland, yeah, he lost to Izzy, but he finished Izzy ass. He finished Jamal Hill. He finished Yuri Prochazka twice. He finished a couple of them other niggas. I think the Bruno Silva, Bruno Silva too. So he only went to, like, this is his third decision. Before that, nigga, he only had 2 decisions. He was knocking everybody else out. Or if I'm not mistaken, let me make sure I put the facts out right. Hold on. Did he knock out Bruno Silva? Oh yeah, I gotta check that. On my mama, I need a PC. Oh nah. He ain't knock out Bruno Silva. Shout out Bruno Silva, man. That boy got 20 knockouts and ain't never been knocked out. Shout out Bruno Silva. Motherfuckers don't really know too much about him. I don't really know too much about him either. Shit, I just know that motherfucker's tough. Cause even though he done lost his last few fights, but all his losses been decisions. Ain't nobody putting that nigga out. Ain't nobody knocking him out. He got over 30 fights. 20 knockouts. And ain't nobody knocked him out. He been finished 7 times though, all submission. Shit. But as far as what's next for Alex Pereira, man, shit. I think the rematch. I think a rematch is doable because he done dominated that division, came in and put niggas out, won the belt in good fashion, dominated, defended it. So I think a rematch is cool because it's like I wouldn't be mad at them throwing Prochaska in there though. I would not be mad at them throwing Yuri in there to fight that nigga because I think that'd be a good fight. Because I want to see if my theory about Yuri is true. Like, yeah, I don't think this nigga can beat Alex Pereira because of that hands down shit. He fight with his hands down, and Alex Pereira is so high level as a striker in terms of like kicks and shit like that. That shit fucked him over. In the first fight, he got caught. The second time, Alex Pereira just showed that he was better. But I don't know. Like, yeah, I don't think nobody else in that division could beat Yuri Prochaska though. Because Yuri actually can wrestle, he just don't use it. That nigga submitted Glover Teixeira, a great, one of the greatest jiu-jitsu fighters in the light heavyweight division. So I think that'd be a great fight. I think UFC honestly should see if Ankalaev is a real champion. Let Alex Pereira take that time off. Throw Yuri in there. If he beat Yuri, throw Alex back in there for the rematch. If Ankalaev beat Alex again, shit, Ankalaev is a real champion, and niggas can't take that shit away from him. He'll be done defended the belt twice. It'll probably somebody else will be probably done moved up in the ranking by then. Maybe Khalil Roundtree can start moving up in the rankings. I want to see him and Jamal Hill. I want to see Khalil and Jamal Hill go at it. Jamal Hill. I'm just not a fan anymore, man. Shout out to them, man. I miss that. I wish that boy the best, but I'm just not a fan anymore, man. And I'm really a passionate MMA fan. I'm just not a fan of fighters that do more talking than winning. I don't like that shit. And it's like the nigga wasn't doing none of that talking crazy. The nigga was just coming through, knocking niggas out. He ain't really had much to say. Then as soon as he win the belt, and I was a fan of him since he came in from the Contender Series. You know what I'm saying? I was still rocking with him after he got his arm broke by Paul Craig. You know what I'm saying? I was rocking with him when he knocked out Johnny Walker. You know what I'm saying? But it's like the nigga was doing all that talking when he had to relinquish his belt because of injury. So he was doing all that talking, came back and got knocked the fuck out. And then when he got knocked out, the nigga just made excuse after excuse. The nigga just do not take this shit on the chin. The nigga just made excuse after excuse after excuse. And then this motherfucker just kept talking shit, just kept talking. Nigga, got to fight with Yuri. This nigga talking about, oh, this nigga, Yuri lost way worse than I did. Oh, I didn't get this. This didn't happen to me. This happened. Nigga, you comparing your loss? I ain't never in my life heard nobody in combat sports compare how they lost to a nigga. Like especially when both of y'all got knocked out. Like, I got knocked out, but I look better than when I got knocked out. Oh, I didn't get knocked out as bad. Oh, I still got knocked out though. Like that shit sounds stupid as hell. You was comparing your knockout, and then this motherfucker whoops your ass. You put up a great fight. I ain't even gonna lie, it was a great fight. He definitely put up a Jamal Hill definitely put up a great fight in that fight. But bro, you was doing all that talking. You was trying to discredit the shit Yuri was doing, and then he put the beats on you, finished you. After all that talking, and then after that, I was just like, bro, I can't be a fan. I'm not a fan, bro. If this nigga would have just stayed humble, how he was when he first came in, and just been that quiet assassin, just came in knocking niggas out, and just had that talk that talk when he win, like how he was doing, but that was the Jamal Hill I was a fan of. This new nigga, this new Jamal Hill, done got some money. This motherfucking and trying to invite regular people to the gym to fight him. Like knowing that you're a professional fighter, like bro, what's wrong with you, bro? You don't let these people get to you that crazy. Like, bro, it was you that was trying to sell fights. It was you that came in with the motherfucking fake chama chain, say this is what I'm gonna make Alex look like. Came in with all them gimmicks instead of just came in trying to win your belt. You came in playing. You came in playing instead of locking in trying to get the belt back that you never lost. You never lost your belt. Jamal Hill, man. I'm sorry, man. I wish that boy the best. I hope that nigga career trajectory can get back to where he wanted. But I'm all for Jamal, bro. I don't think I'm a fan no more. I'm just not. And the nigga is a great fighter. Bro, he got thunder in his hands. You know what I'm saying? Don't even got that many fights. Became a champion. I think he only got like 18 fights. 18, 19 fights. Still became a champion. Maybe a little less than that. Still became a champion. I give credit to what credit is due, but I just can't be a fan of a nigga that just do more talking than winning. That shit is ass. That shit is ass, man. But shout out to that boy. But as far as that Alex Pereira, John Jones hypothetical fight, oh no, that shit is off the table, or at least it should be. That shit should not be entertained at all. John Jones can literally fight the same kind of fight that Magomed Ankalaev fought. He can use his striking, and then he can use the threat of the takedown, and then he can use the applying of the pressure. And then John Jones is already bigger than him, so it's like hell no. I don't want to see that fight get made. I think John Jones runs right through it, Alex Pereira. Not even gonna lie to you. I think John Jones could fight a similar fight that Ankalaev fought, and I think he takes more leg kicks. Like John Ankalaev, niggas might fuck around and consider Ankalaev a better striker than John Jones, maybe in terms of power, like power punching strictly off that one punch knockout power. But in terms of technique, nigga, John Jones is a way better striker than fucking Ankalaev and most niggas that Alex Pereira fought. In terms of technique, I think he's a better striker. I think John Jones is a better striker than Jan Blachowicz for sure. I think he's a better striker than Jamal Hill and Yuri Prochaska. Like just in terms of skill, all of them niggas have might have better power in their hands. They might have more power in their hands in terms of one punch knockout power. Because John John Jones is not really a one punch knockout artist. He never thrived off that. But his striking was so good in terms of his kicks and his knees and elbows and spinning techniques and jumping techniques and all of that shit. Like his striking game is so diverse. Like he don't need to be a one punch knockout artist when he can damn near do every technique in the book when it comes to striking. But man, that boy Tommy Tom, man. Oh, I can't wait for that fight because they said it's a possibility for the summer. But that boy Tommy Tom, man.
What's like the update?
No, I feel fit. I've been training consistently. And I'll be ready to go if they call on me. If they call on me, I'll be ready to go. But I feel like I definitely want to fight somebody. That's how I feel. But I don't think it's going to happen right now. But by the time it is fight time, I personally think it'll probably be early next year, even though I'm ready to go now.
But you've got a love for it, haven't you? It's not like there's not a frustration here thinking, no, I don't want to train because I'm not fighting.
I don't have to drag myself to train. I love it. Like, I was doing this shit when I had no money. I don't think people understand that. I had no money, and I was still bringing myself to the gym, working as hard as I can, for free. For free, I wasn't gaining anything from it. I had a dream that I thought I could achieve, but that's it. And I wasn't, I'm not doing this thing for money, even though I'm getting good money now. I do it because I love it. Like, regardless if I've got a fight or not, I'm going to be in the gym getting better. And I think that's what separates me from a lot of the top, like the elite guys. No matter where I am, no matter if I've got a fight, no matter where I am in the world or what I'm doing, I'll always train twice a day, every day, try and improve. And I don't think a lot of these guys, when they get to the top level, they start living a celebrity lifestyle. And I'm not interested in that. I'm interested in getting better, fighting people, and that's it.
Man, that's Tom Aspinall, man. Shout out Tom Aspinall. I appreciate you for the video, man. Yep, he dropped that video on his Facebook page. Go check that out, Tom Aspinall. But yeah, man, I listen to him and I hear a hungry motherfucker, a hungry fighter that's just still thirsty and hungry for the taste of that undisputed gold, man. And I believe that motherfucker is going to fight his ass off when he fight against John Jones. I believe that fight is going to get made. I think that's the biggest fight that they can make right now. I think they should just fuck around and just say, fuck it. Pay this nigga John the money that he asking for, because y'all going to the shit y'all gonna get back. Y'all gonna get that money back. Pay John what he asking for. Pay Tom what he asking for. You know what I'm saying? I believe that motherfucker is hungry. And in that division, he opposes the biggest threat to John Jones right now, in my opinion. But the only negative on Tom Aspinall is that he been knocking everybody out that he been fighting in the first and second round and shit like that. Everybody he been fighting been getting knocked out in the first round. So it's like he ain't never been, in terms of in the UFC, he ain't never been in one of those fights to where his cardio is tested, nigga, his will is tested, his willpower is tested. He ain't never been in one of those fights to where, you know what I'm saying, the one punch wasn't working. He couldn't get a nigga out in the first, second round. And it goes into them to the deep in the third, fourth round, fifth round. Like, he ain't never been in one of those fights. And this nigga John Jones has been in countless fights like that. Countless fights to where his willpower was tested, to where he had to dig deep and find something in himself to win. Like, Tom Aspinall ain't never been in that situation in terms of UFC competition, in terms of being in the UFC fight for titles. Like, John Jones, that's the main factor, in my opinion, that I think John Jones has over this nigga. John Jones is just, nigga, he has the willpower. His willpower has been tested. So it's like, then you gotta worry about John Jones having a great chin, having one of the best cardios in the league. In the UFC. So That's gonna be a tough fight. That's it. John Jones is gonna be the toughest fight in terms of MMA. That's gonna be anybody's toughest fight in their career, in my opinion. That's gonna be anybody's toughest fight. So it's like I'm pretty sure he's been preparing for this. This motherfucker has 30 fights of footage to study from this nigga. He can study his tendencies. He can talk to people that's fought him, find out tendencies from them. He got so much like to look back on in terms of John Jones. John Jones don't have that much to look into in terms of a Tom Aspinall. Tom Aspinall, what, he's 15-3. That's 18 fights. And in one of his losses he got injured. So, and I think another one of his losses was a DQ. So he's really what, only lost once for real. So shit. That's gonna be a great one, man. They gotta make that. That's a fight they really gotta make. Man. Like I can just imagine the headlines. Tom Aspinall is the first to knock out John Jones. But I just don't think it's gonna happen because John Jones got ways to utilize niggas' knockout powers. He done fought niggas that scary power punchers and utilize them and neutralize them. I mean, like he done been up against Tom Aspinall type, like just not as far as like maybe not as a heavyweight, but as far as one of those power punchers, on those big punchers. But only thing he ain't never seen, John ain't never seen, was a nigga his size with his speed and power all in one mix. So it's like anything can happen in MMA, bro. Like I would never bet my house on John Jones beating that dude because anything can happen, bro. Like he's the younger fighter, more energetic, more hungry. John Jones is in it for just at this point, in my opinion, he probably just in it just for that last big payday so he can ride off in the sunset. Me personally, I think if John Jones lost, I think he'd be satisfied because even if he lost, he would still be the greatest UFC fighter. One loss wouldn't change that because it's not like boxing. It's that boxing shit that one loss to have all your fans looking like, oh, he asked or he lost. And that shit is just crazy to me, man. That's the problem with boxing. A nigga, that's why the best niggas don't want to fight the best niggas. That's why the undefeated niggas don't want to fight all the other undefeated niggas. Because niggas don't be wanting to lose their O. That's why the greatest fighters today don't consistently fight each other. Like a lot of these fights, and when they be fighting niggas that we ain't never really heard of like that, it be like a showcase. It's really just like a showcase for like this great fighter. It's like, oh, this nigga's great. We picked him. We pushing him. So we gonna give him fights to put him on his pedestal. But then a lot of times when these niggas go up against another great, they get their ass whooped. And it's like it's in the UFC. It's like once you get into that ranking, nigga, it's either it's ranked guys or unless you in the lower end of the rankings, nigga, you fighting guys that's ranked caliber. Like in the UFC, all the best is always fighting the best. Nigga, they try to injuries be stopping these fights from seeing the number 2 fight number 3 or number 3 fight number 4 and so on. It be injuries from stopping these fights. It don't be these niggas pulling out. It don't be niggas not wanting to fight because they're not getting paid enough. They're not getting the contract stipulations that they want. Nah, niggas just fighting because they love to fight. Boxing is too much of a business. Like I understand it's all business, but it's like this me as a fan. I want to see the best niggas fight the best niggas. Like I want to consistently see nigga fights like Bud Crawford fighting Canelo. I want to consistently see fights like Tank fighting Shakur and Tank fighting Devin Haney and shit like that, and Ryan Garcia fighting like I don't know the young nigga Keyshawn Davis and shit like that. Like you know what I'm saying? Like I'm not really too well versed in boxing, but like that's the type of shit that'll draw me into boxing. That's why the shit I've been hearing that Dana White trying to do, that should have probably have me watching boxing. Because once I can learn who the best niggas is and that new shit that they doing and they fighting each other, that's the shit that's gonna draw me in and other people too that like competition. So that shit that Danny White think about, that's gonna be some shit. And I hope they get that shit right. I hope they put that shit on HBO Max or something. Something to where nigga we can just have we don't gotta do it pay-per-view. Like we can just have a subscription and all the events that y'all put on, nigga, us paying for the subscription, that's how we able to just watch it. Like Netflix. Like when Netflix put boxing events and shit on, that's how we should be able to do it for UFC. You know, whatever new boxing league, Dana White and them and the Khans and shit, Nick Khan and them. I don't even know too much about them. I just know Tony Khan run AEW. AEW, the competing wrestling company for WWE. Shit. Well, we gonna see, man. We definitely gonna see. Shit. Another episode of IL Podcast, man. Sent that link out there, man. Ain't nobody really show up, but shout out Timbo for showing up, man. He appreciate it, man. Shit, I'm doing my thing, man. Had to get in here for at least an hour, man. Get a mic my time, you know what I'm saying? Get a stream my time, you know what I'm saying? It's IL Podcast. I'm gonna keep this bitch running, you know what I'm saying? It's always me. It's always Marley, you know what I'm saying? It's Marley shit. This how we running. You know what I'm saying? And this bitch chilling. But yeah, I'm finna get up out of here though, man. Talking Alex Pereira, man. He gonna be alright, man. That boy walked home with a crazy check after his loss, even though he didn't get all his money. That's his first check. That's his first fight. He didn't get all his money in a while, but that nigga gonna be alright though. But IL Podcast, man. Me and Terry Smooth, we got some shit coming, man. Gotta get that boy back in here soon, man. Still doing my research and did a lot of research on that shit that we was talking about. But yeah, man, shit, I think I'm finna get up out of here, man. IL Podcast, once again. Mike Marley, place where all opinions have a voice. Yes, sir. We gone. I ain't tripping about a lot, I got a gang with me. If you ain't smoking hard, smoker, you can't hang with me. Got two backwoods, 8 grams, and shit shade with me. And we ain't saying pause, they got a saying no diddy. That nigga 40 and he broke, I don't got no pity. I get to play and this is to the bro, I feel like Josh Giddy. Fall on the giddy on the course, so if you know, you know. And you can trust a hoe, brother, if she go, she go. I wait till you Marley, bitch, I be ballin' like I'm on the road.